Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set. And off we go here on EA Sports. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now the first carry for King Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Here we go. 3rd and 5.
18, Pioneer. 18, Cardinal. 18.
They'll look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Mike, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation. On the plus side of the 50, I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on 4th down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. They face 2nd down and 7. Now, faking the give. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. That's a gain of 18 yards. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to look. for the home run ball. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. Bateman is the motion man. And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Bengals. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. In motion comes Andrews. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
3rd and long.
79 Bronco. Ready. Warrior 70. Cup 19. Check smash. Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn. Here, he has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Here's a toss, right side. And the Bengals are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal.
Here we go.
Bateman is the motion man. And he'll take it on in. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Cincinnati. On is McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bengals will extend their 1st quarter lead. It's now 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hey, smash.
They'll motion over Flowers. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, has been the case this entire 1st half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Here we go, set. Go.
He'll drop to throw. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Bengals on top. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Now a 3rd and 2.
Go. Check go.
They'll try and run for this with Henry. Trying to get to the edge. He will not get there. As a matter of fact, he was taken down behind the line. And that brings up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That's taken in, and he's going to have the 1st down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
Now the Ravens use their 1st timeout.
Hold it ready. Let's go.
Throwing now on 1st and 10.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
60 back.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Oh, that's swung out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Trap 60. Go.
They'll look to throw again. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
70 range.
That's
70 range.
another Baltimore first
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 12-yard line.
On the set. Come on, set.
On the ground, here's Henry. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
1st and goal, and it's Henry. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
to the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And now it's 3rd and goal.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And he's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return up past the 35-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
19 Lions. Here we go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Open man, that's Bateman downfield. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he's into the end zone. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Bengals. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. McPherson now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bengals move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes a return from the 3. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. They're going to be back up now to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Go.
They'll run. It's Henry. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Ready.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Set go.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4. They'll run it with Henry. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Bengals are out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach. thank you. Two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And no chance to return this.